Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm the Defective Butcher, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions for Hiya Toys' 2025 reveals. So, I've been kicking this idea around in my head for a while. A predictions type thing. But I never thought about it. I thought about doing it in the form of a video. I always just thought, well, if they did this character, it'd be really cool, or if they did this guy, it'd be really cool, this villain, whatever. I never thought about doing it in the form of a video. And it wasn't until this comment right here that I decided to go ahead and do it. So you know what? That's what we're doing. So thank you, user, for giving me the kick in the pants I needed. Anyway, let's move on with the video. So last year, Hiya revealed about 17 figures, so I figured I'd give you 15 predictions for what I think they'll reveal over the course of 2025. And then, I'll have one wild card reveal, just to kind of even things out. So, yeah, let's get started, shall we? At number one. Number one is one that I think we could all pretty much see coming. It really makes sense in the scheme of things, considering that they started doing all the Millennium Godzillas. They did Godzilla 2000, which was 1999. They did Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, the SOS, and the Mechagodzilla. It's all pretty much the same suit anyway. They did all three of those. They did GMK. The only one left is Final Wars. That freak of a thing. So yeah, I'm predicting that one will get revealed. I don't have reveal dates set or anything. I don't know how they do that, but I did go ahead and put estimations down for their release dates. And for this one, I put Q3 2025. I'm pulling this shit out of the air, dude. I got no basis for this. All I know is Q3 2025 is pretty much empty from then on, besides like one or two figures. Prediction number 2, Godzilla x Kong Tiamat. Tiamat is pretty much the only one that doesn't have a licensed figure besides a Playmates figure, and I think that is freaking tragic. I haven't seen a single Tiamat figure anywhere outside of Playmates, and yeah, that's freaking criminal. I would love to see the accurate film version, but I would also like to see a special color version somewhere down the line. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I didn't put it in my predictions, I didn't think to, but like a special color version that is like kind of the same color scheme as the Playmates version, which is supposed to be the color scheme from the original artwork by, I think his name was Dope Pope. That'd be really nice to see. For this one, I put Q4 2025. Prediction number 3. Let's round out the main titans from GXK. I put Scar King. And this one's a no-brainer. I really could see them doing Scar King. And honestly, their Kong looks freaking fantastic. And it would look so much better when posed going against Scar King with like a bendy wire whip slash like the SH one has. And it would look so good. I'm sure they would do it fantastically. If only the fan base could actually pose the freaking thing correctly to represent it correctly, then we'd be a-okay instead of posing him with his neck straight up like a human, because he's all slouched like this in the movie. Q4 2025 is what I'm predicting the release on that one. Moving straight on to number 4, I put down Heat Ray Final Wars Goji. Come on, the spiral breath and everything. Come on, it's a no-brainer. Final Wars Godzilla would go hard on its own, but a Heat Ray variant would, icing on the cake. And they do really good with their Heat Ray variants, as far as I've seen in pictures, and as far as everybody says. I don't know. The only Heat Ray Godzillas we've ever gotten were Monsterverse Godzillas, and those are all excellent. Especially considering they've always given you a alternate headpiece for you to display them to do the call to arms pose. And I'm predicting this one will come out Q1 of 2026, which seems reasonable. Next up is another one I think would be an absolute no-brainer. Of course, -1 Godzilla would absolutely be hog wild. The SH1 already looks fantastic, I mean, aside from those few examples with the sloppiest paints you'd ever seen. But I feel like Hiya would do this guy justice. Come on, dude, this is a freaking no-brainer. I mean, obviously, they'd still separate it into, like, normal and heat ray, but, like, come on, Hiya, what are y'all doing? They've already expressed interest in doing a -1 figure, so I think this one would be super viable. I think they would make it work. I think it'd be just as posable as the SH1 would be, because, I mean, honestly, he's not that limber. Most we've seen him do that might be considered limber is a tail swipe, and that's it. Yeah, honestly, posability doesn't need to be super high for this guy, just enough to maybe be able to emulate what he does here on the cover art, and maybe enough to make it look like he does a tail wipe. Or tail swipe. And I'm predicting this one will come out Q1 of 2026. Moving right along, I think this one is one that kinda coming out of left field. 1995 was the year a lot of people formed some very positive memories associated with Godzilla. Yes, this leads me to say my next prediction will be Destroya. Got him. Yeah, I would like to see Destroya. I'm thinking they're gonna start, you know, leaning away from Toho Godzilla figures and start going for some Toho villain, which would be so freaking good. Because right now the only Toho villain we have, as far as I can remember, is Hedorah. Right now that's really the only one I can think of. And I would love to see some others, but I just don't really see it happening. Besides one other one, but yeah, Q2 2026, or Q1 2026, sorry, my bad, I misread the wrong thing. That goes for the -1 as well, I don't know if I said that. Yeah, I think Destroya would do really good. As far as if they'd actually do it, because Destroya is already a very large character, and I know Hiya is not opposed to doing large characters that are just larger than life. But he would be absurdly heavy, possibly heavier than the Hedorah back there, the gravity beam Hedorah. So I don't know. I see this one maybe costing around the $70 mark, which might be worth it. Might be worth it to a lot of people, and I know I would probably most definitely pick up a Hiya Toys Destroya if they did do it, if they did the colors accurately. And if they made it to where it was actually posable. Maybe if it came with a couple little pre-evolved Destroyas as well. Like, not pre-evolved, but like the separated mini versions of Destroya. You know what I'm trying to say, the insectoids, those things. Anyway, Q1 2026. Moving swiftly along to number 7, Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Godzilla. Dude, I don't know about you. I love 1971 Godzilla. I love that suit design. I mean, it ain't no 74, but 71 is icing on the cake. It's really good. It's up there for suit designs for me. One of my favorite things, one of my fondest memories with that thing was whenever Hedorah shot goo at him into his eye, he covers the wrong eye. I thought that was hilarious. Just some funny goofs and gaffs. Ever since I saw that movie, I was like, oh my god, I love this. I love this suit design. It's fantastic. I think that would make a good figure. A lot of people would like to add that one to their collection. And for that one, I'm predicting a Q2 2026 reveal, or release, for the most part, unless I specify otherwise. These are all going to be the same price, like within the same price range. Tiamat, I think I could see her costing maybe $60. Everything else is in the 50 mark. Maybe Destroya is 70, but that's getting into SH prices just a little bit. But yeah, let's move right along to number 8, which is the Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Hedorah, not quite a leap from the previous one, but yeah, I think Hedorah would be a great reveal. I mean, it's not too far-fetched to think that they would do a monster that goes with a Godzilla from the same movie. They're already doing it with 1991 Godzilla, Heat Ray Godzilla, Hedorah, and Mechagodzilla. It's not far-fetched to think they do a Godzilla vs. Hedorah, Godzilla, and a Godzilla vs. Hedorah would go together so nicely. And I don't think it'd be that hard to do, honestly. Right now, everybody has their eyes on Hedorah, just because the director, I can't remember his name right now, Takashi Yamazaki, he's expressed interest in doing Hedorah in the Godzilla -1 sequel. Everybody's really talking up Hedorah right now. And I think it would be the smart move to reveal a Godzilla vs. Hedorah Godzilla and a Godzilla vs. Hedorah. There's actual thought processes here going on here. Moving swiftly along, Godzilla -1 again. But wait! It's not the Heat Ray version. Oh, no. Au contraire, mon frère. It is the Godzillasaurus from this movie. SH ain't hopped on it yet. Hiya, take a stance. I would love to see Godzillasaurus from this movie. I love the Godzilla monster series, Godzillasaurus. I think that thing is awesome. I love the way it looks. I love the little scars on the bodies. Hiya needs to hop on this. It would be so good. And we already know they want to do -1, so why not do a pre-evolved -1 as well and call it a freaking day? So many people would buy it, myself included. And I'm predicting this one might be the Q3 release of 2026. I don't know, I really see that happening. I don't know, they're not super consistent with their release dates, so I'm trying to be as wild with mine as well. So it is what it is. Moving promptly along, I mentioned previously 1974. Dude, I would love so much for them to do a 1974 Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla Godzilla. That is my absolute favorite suit design of all time. Of all the rubber suit Godzillas, 74 is my absolute favorite. Because he is just so expressive in the face. He can look pissed off, he can look cunning, he can... I don't know, man, it's them big ol' eyes that I just love so much. And so that's why prediction number 10 is the 1974 Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Straight out of left field, man. I don't see them doing the thing I want. I see them going the other way. And I don't see them doing what everybody else wants by making a Kiryu 74 Mechagodzilla. Sorry, folks. Kiryu ain't coming next year. You would think their first Mechagodzilla would have either been 2021 or Kiryu. But nope, let's go to the one that nobody talks about. 2002 Mechagodzilla, which is another pairing that they're doing as well, because, well, Heisei Godzilla had the Godzilla Super Mechagodzilla, so, I mean, it's not quite exact movie pairing, but saga pairing. Anyway, yeah, Q3 2026, kind of heartbreaking. We're getting into some really late release dates, and these all might get pushed back too, so don't hold your breath. Coming in at number 11, Godzilla Singular Point. I think this is a fantastic anime, and it's got some really great designs. Godzilla Ultima is probably one of the better designs, and it's completely inspired too by 2016 Shin Godzilla. I think Singular Point Goji would go hard. I know, man, I know, I sound cringy right now. Yes, I think Singular Point would go great, and I'm predicting this will be an Exquisite Plus pack, or be part of the Exquisite Plus series, and be an Evolution pack, costing about $150. Come on, man, that makes sense to me. Why not? Why not do like a long boy, fish form, and then another long boy as the actual Godzilla Ultima, with like the middle form in there somewhere. $150, 3 figures, $50 each. And then maybe somewhere down the line you can like separate the figures. I think that'd be freaking awesome. And I'm predicting that one will be Q3 as well. Moving straight along, it's another one that just makes sense. 1954. How have they not talked about doing a 54 yet? Maybe they have. I don't know. I don't follow their social media. I think 54 Godzilla would be another no-brainer. The SH1 looks really good. I don't know. I don't have it yet. But I'm sure they can knock it out of the park. I don't know if they do it black and white. Surely they would, but I wouldn't be too upset if they followed the same color scheme that SH did for the poster release. Hold on. I wouldn't be too upset if they did the color scheme for that guy right there. Just saying, I think they could make that work. It would still be $50, but you get an accessory with it. Remember whenever Super 7 did the Gojira skeleton with the oxygen destroyer canister? What if they included that same canister with the Gojira figure? Come on, dude, that makes so much sense to me. Hiya, I'm printing you money right now. These are figures people would actually want. And like, I know everybody already wants like all the Toho ones you're already doing, myself included, because I mean, I don't have any of them, but oh, I think they would be fantastic. This would be excellent. Q4 2026. You're welcome. Moving straight along, I know Hiya's already talked about doing a heat ray version of 2014's Godzilla, but I don't think there's been an official reveal yet, has there? Okay, no, there has not been any reveal yet. However, it was spotted at some convention some time ago. Since there's no reveal, there's no release date. And I'm predicting Q4 2026 will be the release date for that thing. Sorry y'all, we got a long way to go. Coming in at number 14, we're circling back for the third time. -1, Stylist series. I think we could see a Stylist series statue of -1 because Hiya's Stylist series statues all look phenomenal. If you've seen their GBK stuff, if you've seen the Evolved Stylist figure, they all look absolutely amazing. And I think they would knock it out of the park with a Stylist -1 that looked like that. Q4 2026. Alright, finally, number 15. Hiya does not stray away from doing human characters. As a matter of fact, they've been doing human characters for a very long time. From The Walking Dead, G.I. Joe, Ghost in the Shell. I think there's some Star Trek in there too. Why wouldn't they do human characters for the Godzilla series? I know people would absolutely collect it. I'm just gonna throw one out there. From the movie Godzilla, Ishiro Serizawa. Yeah, the 2024 movie. Why? Because it's the thing that doesn't quite make sense. You would think they would do the original Serizawa, but no. Hiya doesn't do the predictable. They do left field sometimes. Nobody saw 91 coming, and yet they do. Nobody saw a massive delay coming for Evolved Godzilla, but yet they do. So yes, I'm thinking they'll do Ishiro Serizawa from Godzilla 2014. Maybe it won't even be 2014 Serizawa, maybe it'll be 2019 with his diver suit and the little mini nuke. Maybe it'll be that version. Who freaking knows? The possibilities are endless. Yeah, their human characters tend to look pretty good, so I could see them doing that. Alternatively, they could just go with the Final Wars route again, and continue on the Final Wars route, and do Captain Gordon. Everybody would love him because he comes with a freaking sword and a trench coat, and he looks like a live-action version of Fuhrer King Bradley. So that's it for my 15 predictions. But wait, there's one wild card in there. Shin Godzilla. I don't think they would do a Shin Godzilla, just because I don't know. But if they did, I think it'd come out around Q2 of 2026. I don't know why. I'm just pulling that number out of nowhere. So, those are my predictions for the coming year. For reveals that we'll see and their potential release dates. Like I said, we'll come back to it next year, February 1st. How's that sound? We'll come back to it February 1st and see if I got any correct. And then we'll make some more predictions based around that. Expect to see more from this list that I made here. And yeah, I think that's about it for tonight. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and yeah, we might actually see some of these come to fruition after Hiya's done at the Spring Festival thingy. So, looking forward to that. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.